my name is David Banks. I'm a professorial lecturer here at SIS.
Hi, I'm Ben Jensen, and I'm a scholar in residence here at American University in the School of International Service. We're here to talk to you about cyber operations and conflict. This involves the use of propaganda, sabotage, a range of covert action that's designed to undermine an adversary's cohesion, but doesn't necessarily translate into decisive battlefield outcomes, the way we normally think about war when we watch TV or play a video game. So cyber warfare is really just that. It's a way of using lines of code to sabotage an adversary. You saw that on display in the recent election hacks, where you use stolen emails to try to blackmail an opponent or make them look bad. You see it in DDoS attacks that take down selectively servers. Might be an attack upon a foreign ministry or a key company. You saw that with the Sony hack by North Korea. But most often it really is about espionage and stealing sensitive secrets that gave you a competitive advantage in long-term bargaining.
So a cyber war game here is a way for us to try to analyze what would occur in a large-scale cyber exchange in the absence of data. Most cyber exchanges that are currently occurring in the security environment are essentially low-level or single operations, and what we're trying to get a sense of here is what would occur if there was a much more large-scale operation between countries such as China and the United States. In the absence of data, of actual cases of this, wargaming gives us an opportunity to simulate and get some sort of sense of how a number of different factors could work together and provide different types of outcomes. So what we wanted to do here to get a sense of how these kind of large-scale cyber exchanges might occur is we came up with two distinct sort of scenarios. The first of these was island intercept, and this looked at a kind of typical or traditional showdown between two great powers. So in this scenario, players were either given the role of the United States or China in the South China Sea in a dispute over a Taiwanese cruiser. In each case, both the players are given a portfolio of possible things they could do in both in the cyber domain, in the political domain, and also in the military domain. And over a number of turns, they were given an opportunity to try to win in this scenario. There's a number of different types of win conditions. And this could give us a sense of how all of these variety of options that any particular state might have might actually come together in a large-scale conflict.
So through this combination of war games that help us reveal strategic preferences and survey experiments that allow us to essentially scale up those strategic preferences and ask not 10 people, but 1,000 different people from varying backgrounds what their preferences would be under different control conditions, we were able to show conclusively that cyber is not escalatory. And let me say that again to be really clear, because this is counterintuitive. Everything you see on TV, on headlines, implies that cyber capabilities offer this game-changing approach to strategic competition, that essentially entire power grids or nations could be blacked out at the whim of a small hacker group or a rival state hiding behind them. And frankly, even though findings are always limited by the design of the experiment, we found that to be not true.